Have you ever felt like your life was more the thorn bush than the rose? Or maybe when somebody says, oh, this too shall pass. You know what it's like to have been in the ocean and come up after the first wave only to know that there's a second and yet a third wave coming behind it. If that has been an example of your life experience, then I understand. I can relate, and I would like you to stick around and follow me on this channel for tips and ways to step forward into a yet better trajectory, especially if you feel the shift and the turbulence. If you're aware of the changes that we're living through in the collective consciousness of humanity, if you're aware of it, then you are being called as a leader in this shift of humanity. It's not a mistake that even if you're hearing this little video right now, it's not a mistake that you are being called into shifting into a conscious, more intentional way to move forward as we break the habit of the construct that we have grown up with over the past 30, 40, 50, 60 years, 100 years, probably nobody 100 years is watching, in this time of change of humanity. And the thing is, it's not really a one size fits all that we can just go to school and find out how we're supposed to move forward. We each have our own unique gift. And the age of Aquarius is about us bringing our own uniqueness into the world and into the new collective conscious that we are creating. So for each one of us, it is about finding that thing that we know we've always liked, but we haven't known how to move forward, thought we should move forward, even recognize that there was a path forward with this little whatever passion we have. But now is the time that we are being consciously called to step into our own unique passions to move forward and share with others in order to balance the inequities we have created in the construct of the middle class working for, the convenience of the top 1% or 5%, whatever it is. I don't mean to, take that direction with my videos, but that is the construct of the 9 to 5. We go to work and we take care of other people's money, we take care of their products, we do their shipping, we create their presentations, and then of course they are the mastermind behind it and they reap the benefits while the rest of society gets their paycheck, then puts it back into groceries and what have you. We are meant to step into our own unique gifts and share our own unique gifts with others. And now in this odd time with the pandemic that isn't going to go away anytime soon, with some parents want to send their kids to school, some parents need to homeschool but don't quite know how to homeschool. There is a whole world opening of new ways to share our gifts. And this is a change in the construct of what we have been doing for the past 100, maybe 120, 130 years or so. I haven't really studied the history of when we really started corporate America. Somebody told me that it was when America became incorporated, and I don't remember what year that was. That is shifting as we step out into our own unique gifts and find our way forward to make our own abundance and the energetic flow of money and financial abundance through sharing the gifts, the uniqueness that we brought into this planet with us. As I read tarot in the community, I find probably 90% of the time people come in. I get these cards that say there's some unique gift. They're like, no, I do this. I have a job. I need insurance. And then, the last card will come out and they go, well, there's this one thing, but that's it. That's it. It doesn't mean quit your job. It means start working on that one thing that you think isn't it. Because it's the thing that you love. It's the thing that's in the back of your mind saying, you could really share this and this could be your path. It's that thing that 90% of us have and hold back from that is the gift that we came into this world to grow by sharing, to become abundant and joyful by sharing, and through our sharing, shifting the trajectory of consciousness. So for each one of us, now is the time to go in and say, okay, what is that little thing that I always think I wish I could figure out a way to make money doing this or that? Now is the time for us to each find that little spark and start to envision, imagine how that might work and how fun it could be, what successful feelings we would have if it did work. And allow those feelings into the universe to create the opening, the inspired action that will take you in the trajectory that will begin to go off in the direction of that desire. It's not just going to call you on the phone and show up. We have to follow our inspired action, and we have to follow the directions that we're given. And we have to practice the craft that it is that we love. We need to, if you like to paint, you just can't say there's no time to paint. Pick up a brush and paint. If you want to write, sit in front of your computer or with a pad and paper, because the neurons that you build while you're, the synapses while you're writing with your hand is different than typing, and it is much more integrated into all that we are. This is saying use that thing that you love to do. If you like to build little crafts, build them for yourself. Work on your gifts. I read tarot for myself for decades. I practiced and practiced. Then, when I was called, I started reading for others. Practice that thing you love. And that is what brings us to the joy. So it's not just to think about it. It's not just to envision it. But if you know what it is, if it's something that you can do, love it. Do it. Like I said, if you want to paint, paint. If you want to cook, cook. If you want to sing, sing. If you want to teach yoga, do yoga. Go out in a park and do yoga. And when people start talking to you or looking at you, tell them, hey, come on, join me. I'm learning to be a yoga instructor. And so I would love to have some people with me. Just step into it. It doesn't mean you have to, if you have a 9 to 5, it doesn't mean quit your job and go be that yoga instructor. It means whatever it is, the artist, the singer, the cook, the dancer, whatever it is. Enjoy it, celebrate it, do it. We're not going to move forward if we are stuck in our security. Sometimes, a little bit like the Fool, we need to unwrap ourselves. It almost looks like a straitjacket, doesn't it? And we need to step out. And that's our own self holding ourselves back. Like the Page of Cups, we need to offer our gifts out to the universe and know that as we're offering our gifts out, like the loaves and the fishes, We are teaching other people how to fish so that they can eat for a lifetime, right? That's the whole idea of teaching, different than giving. Giving is fabulous, but when you teach a person to fish, they can feed themselves. They learn where their gifts are, and then they express their gifts, and then the 100th monkey effect eventually takes hold, and that is how we shift a humanity. We are each and every one of us the Hierophant, though we are breaking with tradition. This is the time for us to take this teaching a new way and to break the constructs that we have been in and to teach to each one of us how it is that we move forward in our gifts. We are being birthed into the new. The world card is endings and new beginnings. And I have to say, the birth process is never comfortable. I don't think I know any women who have birthed children that said it was a breeze. The birthing process can be a little difficult, can be a little painful. We have to push ourselves through into our purpose. So this is a time of stepping out into the new beginnings. If you notice, she is all the way in front of that laurel. She has got her feet into the world. She is ready to step into her new beginnings. And we are all being asked to recognize in this time, it's so easy for me to do. We are all the spiritual teachers. There is always somebody that we can help as we are being birthed out into our new beginning and giving the gift of teaching others how to break out of the construct and how to, especially parents or younger people, how to know that it's okay for them to break out of the mold and be all they can be and offer their gifts to the world and share the joy. Break the construct and share the joy of celebrating the gifts that we have. And by doing that, as we step into the new world in the age of Aquarius. We are the front runners. We are the earth warriors. We are the front leading the pack, me and you.